Okay, so let's check first of all. Hello. Let's just check. Aha, so it's okay. That's right. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been an absolutely rough few days. I'm just not feeling very well at the moment. I was really ill. I wasn't really ill yesterday. I was a bit ill. And I just haven't been able to do any writing. And it's really taken its toll on me. Right, light. One more light. Okay. That one? Yeah. Oh, Lord. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Oh, thank you, Salaya. Yeah, I think something's going around at the moment. We don't know what it is, but people are sort of falling ill. And I think the heat isn't helping because it's quite hot where I am, which I'm used to, but I think when you're not feeling well either, it makes it all worse. Right, I'm going to do some writing this evening. I didn't actually schedule this write with me, but I've just popped on because I was going to do some writing and I thought, why not just come online and do it as a group. I haven't been productive the last 2 days because, I've been under the weather. So I'm hoping I actually have some good ideas this evening. Yeah. I'm hoping I have some good ideas this evening because my ideas have been a bit wishy-washy in the last few days, but sometimes it's best to write as a group. The story behind the warlock and the witches. The warlocks and the witches. That's going well, but obviously I've had to take a few days off because I just wasn't feeling too well. So I'm hoping that I can sort of pick up again and just go on from there. But yeah, it is going well. It is going well. Exactly. Hi, Praha. Yeah, sometimes all you can do is just sit with it, but do nothing else to distract either. Yeah, exactly. That sometimes you just have to walk away and just do nothing and just rest. And that's what I've been doing, and it's helped a bit. But I can't do nothing for too long because I start to get a bit angsty, unfortunately. Yeah, there is some sort of bug going around. We don't know what it is, but lots of people are falling a bit ill. And then, I don't know what it's like in the regions where you are. There are, so I'm in Budapest, and this is in Central Europe, and it's not known for having mosquitoes or like lots of mosquitoes. But this year, there's been a migration of mosquitoes as well, which is really, really interesting. And they're causing a lot of issues because people just getting bitten. And these are quite aggressive mosquitoes. I think they've come from Asia. They're called the Asian tiger mosquitoes, I think. So that's really interesting. So, oh, thank you, Grandma sleeps. Thank you, Grandma sleeps weird. Hi, Boris. Ah, forehead like the predator. John McClaw. John McClellan is being a troll. Yes, I am published, Dante. All my books are in the description. Uh, Hi, Imran. Hi, Juka. Yeah, there's something going on with mosquitoes at the moment. I don't know what's happening, but I've just got bites all over the. I've got bites everywhere. I'm just getting bitten. I have scars all over my skin now. So I don't know what's happening. And it's even worse when you go into the woods. They're everywhere. So I'm just going to just do maybe 15-minute writing sprints where we write for 15 minutes and then have a break and just recap what we've written, or if you want to talk about what you've written, and then write for another 15 minutes and that sort of thing, just to possibly get some work done. But yeah, I hope everyone's got ideas for what they want to write. And thank you, Dovecut, for subscribing. I hope everyone's got ideas for what they want to write. Sometimes it's really difficult to come up with ideas, but it does help to write as a group and sometimes bounce ideas off each other as well, you know. No, I do not like mathematics. I did not like mathematics at school. I certainly do not like mathematics now. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Mimin. That's lovely. I'm going to type today. Let's do some typing. Yeah, so did you pluck your cottons today? Oh, Ankit, that's being funny. I think you mean cotton, not cottons. Cotton is a plural. So I'll be using my keyboard today because it's a lot easier. And I just feel like typing. So I usually handwrite or I type, but today I'm just going to type because, oh dear. Yeah, there we go. Ah, you're writing a... So I'm not drafting. I've already started writing the story. So I'm not drafting at all. I've actually already just started writing it. I'm actually working on a book series at the moment, so it's already started. But you're writing a thriller. I would love to be able to write thrillers. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with thriller. I love reading thrillers, but I'm not very good at writing thriller type stories, unfortunately. But I have started working on a fantasy series. Okay, so I'm just going to start typing now. So I'm typing today, I'm not writing because there we are. It's always when you want to start doing any work, your dogs want to interrupt you, don't they? Right. Oh God. Midnight. Oh. Midnight. Oh. Midnight. Oh. Ah. Ghost. I hope everyone's getting some good writing done. My session's going well so far. Just the ink I use is starting to fade for some reason. So I use blue ink and it's starting to fade, which is very strange. So I might not use that again, but yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So it's a good thing I'm typing it up now. Can someone type something, anything, just to check the chat is actually working? Because sometimes, if there are too many weird comments, YouTube sometimes if there are too many weird comments, YouTube steps in and I don't know. I don't know. So is this working or not? I don't know. I have no idea. Right, that's not good. If anybody can hear me and can just test the chat and literally type anything, just so we check it's working. Because it suddenly seems to have stopped. Is the chat working okay? Yes. No. Okay. try that. This seems to happen a lot. Okay, so what's happened is, well, I guess the devil works hard, but YouTube works harder. So what it's done is, I think there were some comments that YouTube didn't like, and yeah, it started moderating itself, which is very interesting. That I didn't know it could do that. So yeah, now I can see the comments again. So I think if there are too many inflammatory comments, which I'm fine with, but which might upset people in the chat, I think YouTube steps in. So, oh, it's so much fun, this whole moderating thing, isn't it? Bloody hell, it's really hard work. But yes, I hope everyone's progressing well with writing. And I was just saying that the ink I use is, I was using some blue ink, and it's kind of fading on the paper, and this is only about a week old, and it's fading already, which I'm not too happy about. So I think it might be the quality of the ink, I don't know. But I'm not too happy with that because it's very, very faint. I don't know if you can see that, but it's extremely faint, and it was much darker before. And that's the quality of the black ink compared to the blue. And if you can see, there's a huge disparity. Oh, you're not supposed to be able to read it. It's just to show the disparity between the two ink colors. The blue is the blue is fading ever so slightly. she was ahead. She was already dead. Okay, she was already dead. So this is why I need to be patient when I write. Hi, Cottage Manuscripts, how are you? At the moment, I'm finishing up some short stories. So I don't know what they're going to be called yet, but I'm finishing up a collection of short stories, which I think might be an anthology. Okay. No, because people can't really. Sorry, so Cottage Manuscript says, I was wondering on the lives when you write, aren't you worried about people stealing your work? So that is an issue, and I have had to speak to a few people about that, and apparently I can write online, but I have to be careful that it's not very legible. So if you notice, I start writing a story, and then I stop, and then I move on to something else. I'm not working consistently on one story. So yeah, but apparently you can't. If the writing is very completely clear online, then that becomes a copyright issue. It's amazing what you learn when you start doing social media stuff. So it becomes a copyright issue. But yeah, you are right. What you write online shouldn't be legible or readable because of the copyright. Because if it goes to a publisher or an agent, or if it's published online, and if it's published exclusively with one publishing company, you're going to be in big, you're going to have huge legal issues. So yeah, you are right. But that's why I am working on different stories. And I'm not working continuously. I'm writing a bit at a time and I'm uploading the video. I'm writing a bit, uploading the video, writing a bit, writing some more, uploading the video, yeah. I couldn't write for 6 or 7 hours. I think my brain would implode or explode. Yeah, but you are right about the copyright, and it's something I realized very early on, which is why when I started this writing channel, I had to stop it for a while because when I'd written some of my work, it was actually very legible, and the videos had to come down, and it caused a lot of legal issues. Yeah, yeah, it's you have to be so careful what you put online. It's really yeah. And that's why when other authors have a write with me, they position the camera away from their work. They're really careful about that because there's so many issues with that. And sorry if my voice is still a bit raspy, and I'm there's something going around. It's some sort of flu bug thing. I haven't been feeling well for a few days, but I had to do some writing today because I do still have deadlines to meet. So yeah, I know it's been a very rough 48 hours, but I do need to write. Yeah, I'm glad it does. But if you ever write anything online, if you were to start your own writing channel and you start writing online, you have to be very certain that nothing is able to be read because that presents copyright and that presents issues, especially if the work is printed or is going to print, because that makes that puts you in a lot of legal hot water. My dad had to explain that to me, unfortunately. Um, he said in a reserve of kick. He said it would. He said it would be pressed, keep clicking, check. Sometimes I can't read what I've written because I write in a rush sometimes, so. Oh, okay. I think I understand. Okay, I don't know what I've written there. What a shame. So, Hey Juka. Cece, a question for everyone in chat. If you write a story, do you just go with character storyline and evolve the world around them based on that? Or make a folder and type everything that you want in the world? I'm going to try my best to write a story. If you write a story, do you just go with the character storyline? If you write a story, you can do whatever you want to do. You can write the story however you want to write the story, as long as you just write the story. Yes, so these are all self-published, yeah. All the ones on Amazon are also self-pub. So Cece, you can write whatever you want to write. You can write the story however you think is best for you to do it, and just go from there. As long as you actually get the story written. You don't do it in a country, you do it online, and then it's distributed via one of the online retailers. So you can go with Barnes and Noble, you can go with, there are many different retailers, and they will do a check of your work as well. I think the checks of the submitted manuscripts aren't so fantastic because they do miss quite a lot, unfortunately. But yeah, it's all done online, not it's not specific to a country. But a lot of the main retailers are U.S. based companies. A lot of the publishing companies are U.S. based companies. The big four or big three publishing houses are U.S. based as well. Because and then they have like subsidiary companies all around the world. No, it's not regional. No, it's not regional. It's but there'll be different marketplaces for each book, and yeah, it's not regional at all. Hi Dan, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you like the book. I started writing it when I was a kid, so it's really good to see adults. I think you're an adult. It's really good to see adults enjoying the books as well. I hope they're not too dark. I know that some of the some of the agents who read it considered it a bit too dark for a fantasy, which I find a bit preposterous, but there you go. Fair enough, yeah. So I'm glad you like the series. I'm trying to I've almost finished reading Dorian Gray, and I'm trying to find another book to read. I'm going via TikTok this time, but I find TikTok seems to recommend the same books. So I'm going to try Instagram, Bookstagram, and see what Bookstagram is like. Hopefully Bookstagram will be better than BookTok, but I think it's all the same books that are recommended. Yeah, it's what sometimes it depends if there are too many comments or silly comments. YouTube moderates the chat, so if sometimes it just filters the chat, and I think it's super sensitive as well, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because sometimes you don't see certain innocent comments, you know. Hi there, I have a request. Can you make a how to improve your handwriting guide? Your handwriting is incredibly beautiful. Thank you so much. Elegant and clear. Please, it's a request. I can do a handwriting guide. I mean, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I could. I think the quality of the pen is really important. But yeah, I can do a handwriting guide. That's fine. How to improve your handwriting. That's fine. But I've been writing like that most of my life, so it's something I'm so used to. I don't know how to write any other way. I hope anyone who's writing is actually being productive. I'm quite happy with this. There are some bits of my text that I can't read, which is rather embarrassing because I wrote this during a coffee binge at like I think 1 a.m. in the morning, and these are the consequences of writing at 1 a.m. It's just it's absolute gobbledygook. You just don't understand what's happening. So I think that's a problem. I think it's a technological problem as well. Dan, you are right. I teach some kids English, and sometimes their English is lovely. It's clear. It's and then I read what they've written, and I can't read. And I've said to their parents their handwriting needs to improve, but I think it does have to do with technology and not enough attention paid to handwriting at schools as well. Yeah. But I think when I was at school, you had to sort of write in a certain way, and your writing had to be very legible. Uh, Even though we typed as well and did all that as well, your writing had to be very clear. So I think all that's been lost, unfortunately. Meanwhile, I'm trying to understand what on earth I wrote in this bit here. Up to the moment, this makes no sense. I recommend the Purple Book to others to get all three stories in one, and also the prequels to the series and the others. Oh, thank you. So, oh, you got the like you got the 3-in-1. Oh, lovely. How did you like the prequel? I wrote the prequel in a bit of a rush. Because one of the agents, there was an agent in London who wanted to see my work, and I wrote the prequel as a short story to convince them because they weren't sure about me writing fantasy because of my heritage, and I wrote the prequel very quickly to convince them, and then I had someone tell me, "Don't try to convince them to. It's not worth it." So I didn't. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. That's really pleasing. Oh, thank you. Well, I'll have a lovely evening or afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and I'll see you later, Dan. Thank you so much. It was as though. Bye. Hi, Christ Conquers. Okay, leave the yard. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like what I'm doing on the channel. I wasn't sure if people would want to watch boring writing stuff, but apparently a lot of people do, you know, which is really amazing, I think. I didn't know so many people had an interest in writing. I thought YouTube was more for like fashion and gaming and fashion gaming and that sort of thing, but it's good to see that people enjoy doing different things and watching different things as well. Many people. Yeah, that's good to know. I just thought because I think books... Raffles, sorry, 1 second, my dog is... Do you want to go outside? I might help. Come there. There we go. You want to go outside for a bit? Alright. You do you. You do what you want to do. The door's open and I'm going to get killed by mosquitoes, but that's fine. Okay? Yeah, as I was saying, I thought that, because I know that people don't read as much as they used to, and I am very aware of that, so I just did not think that writing and books would be something important online, which is really interesting. I just didn't think it'd be something that people would watch online. Well, I'm glad I've been proven wrong. But a lot of authors, I think, who use YouTube just use it more as like booktube, when they just talk about books, which I think is fascinating. But I think we all have such different ideas of what books we like. So I wanted to focus more on creativity. You know. I cannot recommend any books in world building at all. I've never read any books on world building. When I write, I just write. I don't follow any world building tips or techniques. I just write the way I want to write. And as long as I can read it back to myself and I can enjoy it, I need to enjoy it, then that's fine. If I don't enjoy it or I feel something's missing, then I let it go. But that's quite rare, because when I start a story, I tend to finish. So I mean, I could do maybe a video on the way I world build. But yeah, I think I could do a video on the way I world build, because I think that's quite interesting. But I've never read any books about world building at all. No problem. I'll do a video on that. But yeah, world building I think is very unique to each writer and each creative person. It's a very unique process, and I think it's very difficult to write it, to write a book about it. My dog is very fussy at the moment. Oh, and there's so many books about, there's so many channels about books, rare books, popular books, but never much about writing. After finding your channel, I've looked for more like it. There are many screenplay writing videos. Interesting. I do think that writing is dying, but I think that it can be revived because I think it's dying because people have not been given the chance to experience it, if you see what I mean. So they haven't been given the chance to actually get intimate with paper and pen, and I think probably that's why a lot of authors I see on social media as well, Instagram, TikTok, they tend to type, which I think it's lovely, but I find it quite boring at times, you know? AI has a big part of it. I think AI is going to cause, in terms of creativity, AI is going to cause issues because I know it's causing issues with YouTube videos at the moment where YouTube is asking creators if their videos are AI generated or if AI has played any role in the storytelling or any of the videos. And I think a lot of people are going to start seeing less income coming in from YouTube because they're leaning very heavily on AI. You know, so I think AI is going to cause issues, but I think if you're creative, just continue being creative, and it'll be fine, in my honest opinion. Any advice for young aspiring creative writers who are new to this industry? Just keep on writing. And I mean, I'm fairly new to this industry as well. I mean, I've been writing since I was a kid, since I was a child, but I only started like publishing just a few years ago. So just keep writing, and the more you write, and the more you write, the more you read, the better it'll be. You have to have an extensive vocabulary to be a writer. People think that writing is about making the words sound as complex as possible. It isn't. It's about an immersive experience for whoever's reading your book, and you have to be able to tell a story, no matter what type of story it is, and just take your reader away and make them forget. If you can make your readers forget where they are and take them on a journey, you're absolutely winning. But you have to write every day, and you have to read to some capacity. I've seen writers say they love writing, but they don't read, and that makes no sense to me, because how do you extend your vocabulary? You know, that makes absolutely no sense to me, but whatever works for people works for them, I suppose. Exactly. Write every day. Be confident in your work. My dog is getting on my nerves. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, it's there's a bit of a weird heat wave going on here where I think it's in the right now it's about 30 degrees, but it's 9:15 at night, which is very abnormal. So I think a lot of the local people are struggling as well. I'm used to these temperatures, but it's very strange because there are lots of mosquitoes at the moment as well, which is a bit unusual for this region. And the mosquitoes that are around, they're quite aggressive. So that's. So I think she probably just wants to walk. I'm going to take her for a walk at the end of the live. So we'll be finishing in about 15 minutes. But I think she just wants some fresh air. But there is a heat wave going. There's a lot of strange weather going on worldwide, and there's flooding in some regions. Like at the moment, like last week, there was a lot of flooding in Nigeria. There's a huge heat wave here, which is quite unusual for this region. I think there was snow. There was quite heavy snow in South Africa a few weeks ago, which is very, very odd. So I think there's unusual weather patterns going on worldwide, which does not bode well for the future. So if there are any dystopian writers out there, this might be your chance. Lavender. I've got to try that, yeah. I haven't done anything remotely productive in terms of insect repellent. I know when I go outside I have insect repellent, but I have no way of keeping them from coming in. So that's quite torturous. But I will try lavender. Sometimes they hide, so spray the bedroom and the doorway and windows with it if you know there is none around at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have a. I've only got one doorway open anyway, so just my balcony. But I'm quite high up. I'm about eight floors up. But I know my neighbour on the fourth floor says he gets mosquitoes in his flat, so I'm expecting them to come in here as well. Imminently, I'm sure they will arrive. But yeah, I'm going to get a spray and just sort it all out. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. You can also get the insect door that lets air in. Yeah, I do have that, but I don't have that on my balcony doors. I mean, window. I have a window here that has a net, a mosquito net, but the mosquito net is not working very efficiently. Yeah, unfortunately. Hi, I'm working on a short story. I'm just working on some short stories. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second, everybody. Oh, wow, this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. Okay. Just going to mark off where I stopped. I'll finish typing that. So I'm going to stop there for today. If anyone's writing and they're having a good writing session, please do continue writing. I need to take my dogs out. It's like 9:30 here. I need to take my dogs out for a walk and just some fresh air, because I think the temperature is going down. It's going up, going down now, which is good, because it's been too hot to walk them all day. Oh, good. It's now 27 degrees, and it's 9:30 at night. So there's another live stream tomorrow at the same time, 6 p.m. GMT. So I'll see you then. I've already scheduled it. So if you want to, I've already scheduled the live for tomorrow. So if you want to click on it, please do. And I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'll just start the writing stream now. Well, probably from about 10 o'clock. But thank you so much for coming today to hang out and do some writing. And I hope you were all productive, or as productive as you can be. And I hope the weather wherever you are is good. You're having some form of nice weather. It's absolutely atrocious here. And I'm still under the weather as well, so I'm going to go and rest, walk my dogs, and just rest a bit. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. Okay, bye.